Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to another COD 4 Shoutcast here at MindFreak TV, and we have for you, ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing and listening pleasure, some more Thermo Cup action here, run by CG and also the good people over at Thermo. It's some good action here. We're in the losers bracket tonight with Emphatic going up against Thermodynamic Gaming. Now, both these teams have played very, very well in the tournament so far, but both have lost. Thermo losing out there to Quad Play, 16-12, I believe, and also Emphatic losing to Must Be Weak Gamers team. We saw that one. It's on our YouTube as well. Check it out. Great game to see. Both these teams now facing each other off in the losers bracket. And ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I have a little bit of a treat for you guys tonight. A new caster in the hot seat. Lachlan Presto, the Presto man, has joined me here in the studio. Mate, how are you feeling tonight?
Not bad. A little bit nervous, but yeah, can't complain really.
Yeah, no complaints at all, mate. It's very good to have you here tonight. Look, we're on the map of City Streets, mate. We're going to cross the game in a moment. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the map and what you expect? What do you expect to see?
Well, personally, I think the map is pretty fair. Actually, it's probably one of the fairest maps on CG. So I don't know. It's really attacking. You got to be pretty aggressive in order to win. But I think if whoever's the most aggressive team on attack, I reckon will be able to pull away with the lead.
Yeah, I've seen some interesting matches here where, you know, defending teams have really struggled, and then as soon as they get on attack, they start ripping. So it does depend, but I think when you've got teams that are
defense can be a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, it can be, especially when they're pushing you aggressively as well. A good team that can actually really keep applying that pressure and pushing is very hard to deal with on attack or defense here. So the two teams, Emphatic and Thermodynamic. Thermodynamic still rallying their troops. People getting kicked for empty names, etc., etc. I don't know how Perbs gets kicked for an empty name when his name was Perbs, but that's
classic.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously Emphatic
classic
bringing. We've got PV Infinite, Spaz. I'd expect to see Presto and Doma joining us in the moment. Hyper for Thermo will be joined by his mates. Probably Attack Kid. We'll see Perps. I don't know who else we'll see, actually. A few of the other crew there will be good to see the Thermo boys roll out tonight. I'm expecting the Emphatic to come away with the win, Presto. I think they'll be starting on the offensive side, but I don't think that'll let them down too much, mate.
Is there actually a knife round in Thermo Cup, or
no?
Is it set schedule?
I think it's set schedule, mate.
Alright, sweet. Well, yeah, I'd have to put my money on Emphatic, actually. Just, you know, their performance in, I haven't really been watching the Thermo Cup, but their performance in CGA this season. I think they're in the grand final, right? After their big 2-0 win against Vanilla 5. So that was quite good for them. That'll be, maybe keeping their spirits high. So, I'd put my money on Emphatic winning.
It depends. Like, if Perps and Hyper can lift. I mean, this is a hard map in general to scope, just because it's all sharp angles. You know, if you want to scope mid, that's fine, but it's relatively easy to get picked. And also on B Street, you really need to step out onto the street or expose yourself to get picks down it, because it's really like straight up and down. And you know, like you're pretty well visible anywhere that you're poking. So a little bit difficult for scopes there to work that street effectively. Players can get across quite easily, and smoke. The street is narrow enough that smoke will pretty much cover it. So, you know, a lot of teams opt to take the extra AK just to really lay down a bit more cover, but I'd say both teams will roll with the scopes today. Doma will not be scoping. I really doubt it. He's a very heavy aggressive push up through mid with the SMG. Spaz will take the scope off him, and for the Thermo crew, I'd say Hyper will maybe swap it around to Perps. He played very well with the scope in their last match that we covered. They lost, I think, but Perps starting strong with the Deagle and then picking up scope later on in favour of allowing Hyper to AK. It's a great combination. So yeah, not sure what we're expecting to see there. The crew are coming in now. They are filtering through the doors of the server. You know, not physically speaking, of course. Yeah, finally, the boys are getting on here. And obviously the Invite League sort of starting to draw to a close. CGM, you know, big shouts to the Mindfreak boys for taking CGM out. That's finished now. CGA still got a couple of games to go. Obviously Emphatic, I think, are going up against Team Arsehole in the final. I'd say so. Anyway.
Yeah.
Team Serious, I guess.
They're having their match. What is it? It's like tomorrow or something. Tomorrow night, I think, is their match. Or is it next week? I'm not sure. But they've already got a place in the grand final. But I reckon I actually put money on Emphatic winning CGA as well over Arsehole and Serious Game.
Well, it'll be good to see him come back. They were in CGM and the team kind of fell apart you know, with the departure of Celador and a few of the others, he'll now sit at 4 a.m. blazed on shards, studying StarCraft very rapidly. That's what he does. But yeah, you know, they were a really solid team back then. But look, a lot of the players are still the same. They still got Brendo, they still got Doma, Infinite as well. The super sub is still around the place. But now we have PV and Spaz coming to line up, augmenting it very nicely, actually. I think they've been very, very good for the team. PV very, very sharp with the AK-47, can really cover any stretch of ground with that gun, and just his recoil control is fantastic. Spaz, and you know what I really think about Spaz? His biggest plus is his nades. His nades are nerdy. His nades are very, very sharp. He gets them on every time. I hate playing Crash against him because you never know. Like, if it's 1v1, you're pretty screwed because you're going to look up in 5 seconds and see a nade coming down here. So he's very, very well versed in the art of long-distance warfare.
Yeah, it's also quite a bit. I don't know. I would say spastic is his style of play with the scope. He's very different to most scopes like that you see, and it sometimes pays off. He's kind of like Stains with as an example. Like Stains plays really, really different compared to every other scope in OzCOD, and it seems to pay off for him. So
yeah, I'd say you're right. Yeah, Stains aggressive pushes down the street for that man, and it does pay off for him. So, you know, like that's really what makes a difference these days when you've got a community that's so far along in terms of how long the game's been out and how many of those little, you know, how often the roles are refined. Like you're not going to see a guy running around with a G3 now. It's just not commonplace. Like you've got these sort of set standards and set sort of trends that everyone follows. And I guess the best way to really break into it is either be the best at the trend that everyone follows. So, you know, be that best scope that goes to all the scope spots, which happens, or be the kind of scope that mixes things up and catches players by surprise. You know, gets to the point where people are predicting where players are going to be based on what is the common trend. If you can mix it up like players like Stains and Spaz, well, look, you're doing pretty well, and you will play well because no one knows what to expect. I think that's really how to win out here. Bring a unique style of play because there are just so many people who played, you know, 3,000 plus hours of this game and just know what to expect. Yeah. And it's so very well done.
It's also the salts that are now changing it up a bit as well with M4s coming a bit back into the game. You know, it's been the like AK 74U and the sort of scope, like those were the 3 guns that everyone used. I think as a community, OzCOD, we're moving forward, and I think it's for the best actually.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, it's definitely there are some changes that's definitely happening, and teams need to change things up. You know, the bigger teams right now like Chimera and Archaic. For them, it's they often go through the motions when they play them like that. It's really just okay, I've played 500 invite league matches. It's pretty much going to be the same. Just hold your spots, etc. And the only way to really break through a well-drilled side like that is to bring something new to the table, bring something different. And catch them by surprise. So we've seen that. Especially I know Mindfreak back in the day. They sort of they changed things up a lot. Their approach to the game. A lot of people will call them Euro fanboys and all that sort of thing. But they did. They brought a Euro kind of style of the game where stratting was sort of taken to a different extreme, a different level, and the way structured team play was carried out was also changed. So you see it around a fair bit, and I think it's good to be on the cusp. Like I think it's good to be able to know what to change up. But some teams I guess kind of fail at it too. So it's just well worth, you need a healthy combination of sensibility when you play, but also some originality. And I think that the community is moving forward. I think we're bound to move forward as time goes on, and trends do change. I mean, I'll pick up an M4 every time I play Crossfire now, just because I've found that the lack of recoil is really handy when you're trying to poke all those doorways and stuff.
Banging walls as well in that map. It's quite handy.
Yeah. That's it. So I'll pick that. Like a bit frustrating. Sometimes you don't get the frags that you want to get, but sometimes it does a little bit too little damage. But that's how it is. Look, I'm going to go to a break, Presto, while the teams get their stuff together, and hopefully we'll be back for the first round. So just hang on there, listeners.
Basically, for attacking team, you've got to support your SMGs. It's like the most important thing on city streets is to support your SMGs. You can't win city streets without those SMGs rushing up into either B mid or the A bomb site. And so it really actually just comes down to the scope and the AKF for that, the supporting players for that team that really make a difference on this. So if Thermo's assaulters and scope can support their SMGs, then I reckon they'll go pretty well on the attacking side. That's how I personally play attack. Just support your SMG.
Yeah, definitely. I just figured out that I've actually muted my mic for that first little bit there, but I was just saying Thermodynamic will be on the attacking side to start with. They are the high team in the bracket. So they will come out first and see, I guess, how they can turn the game on its head. We're going to try to get them already. Emphatic still waiting to get their 5. If you saw the dirt look I just shot there to the top of screen, that was my brother poking his head into the room there. Just letting you know that we need a bit of silence. So yep, waiting for PV to actually get into the server. Not really sure what's going on. There's no EAC issues, so it should be pretty much get in the server and play. Going to run through the plays now. Thermodynamic bringing Ollie. Oh god, they've done it to me. Oh, it's going to be Ollie, Perps, Hyper, Attack Kid. Don't know who their 5th is yet, actually. Hopefully... No, actually, don't even know.
Way to make it hard for me.
Yeah, they really are. Could be Stabby. Don't know. Emphatic, Doma, Infinite, Spaz, Dez. I guess Brando to follow. We are, yeah. So, I guess, yeah, I know what you're saying about the attack side, Presto. Really, I guess you have to bring, don't do the basic shit. Don't do the expected shit either. Don't just run where people are going to throw nades because, you're going to get picked up every time. Try and mix it up. Try and set the game on its head. I've just said like 5 times.
I think.
Catchphrase.
Yeah, I think if the assaulting players can just hold back for a little bit. And wait for those nades, not get picked off by the nades in the opening rollout from the enemy scope, then I think, yeah, it'll be quite easy to win the attacking side.
Yeah, that's right.
It's always the issue where the assaulting players get naded quite early in the round, and then the SMGs have to slow down. And that slows the entire team down, which defeats the purpose of this map.
Yeah, you're dead right. I think it's a matter of the smokes need to be well placed as well. Oh, what the heck. Yeah, I guess they've got to push A properly. And if they're going to push A, the smoke needs to come down well. It needs to be one in stairs, one in scope house, even one in arches. And there needs to be plenty of covering as well. But there's no EAC being used. I don't know why they're saying it. Surely bait. Surely bait.
This has got to be fair. So yeah, very team-related map. You just got to support your players, watch each other's backs, and then you should be alright.
Yep, pretty straightforward, I think. And PV really struggling to get into the game here. Plenty of bait for the boys. They're going to start with 4. That would be wise. I think we're going to give them... Matt should have started... Oh, should have started 20 minutes ago. So I think, yeah, we'll only give the Emph guys a little bit longer, and they'll have to go.
4's joining up now, so hopefully we can get started soon.
That'll be super duper. Yeah, no, look, I'm expecting the SMG push as well is going to be really crucial. I know Doma is the kind of player that's able to really turn around on its head by the aggressive push straight out of mid. Yeah, I mean, coming up those stairs as well, but also, working in there, he can stay in market on the attack and make sure he picks off the players as well. Yeah, and especially the B push. Yeah, the B push as well. Like, it's a matter of getting yourself in a good hidey hole. Some teams, I know you did at Presto, you'd AK, but you'd push quite aggressively into clothes, into the laundry or clothes, whatever you like to call it, and you'd sit there. Like, a lot of AK players don't have, I guess, well, I wouldn't say not the guts, but I guess they don't have the confidence to push all the way down the street without getting picked up. I guess, by someone shooting him from, wooden or something. But the ability to get into clothes and sit tight there with an AK is often unexpected as well, and will catch a slower SMG off guard. But do you find that it's often difficult to get in there, with an AK because you're a bit slower?
At the start of the season, it was quite easy, but when teams especially in CGM, started to get a bit more serious towards the end of the season, it was extremely hard to get in there. With the new nades, I'd like to thank Fantasy, the Euro player, for teaching every single Australian player all these strutted nerd nades that single-handedly F me over. But I personally like it's on this map my favourite position. It's so good so you can watch anywhere you really want to, and it's possibly, well, I would rate it as the best defensive spot for the B bomb site, because it gives you you can back up your SMGs when they want to push back wooden or wooden. You can watch the opposite one to wherever they're pushing, and it's really helpful, I think, for AKs to be in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully someone on Emphatic does it. Quite good to see how other people.
What do you think? Like controlling mid, like especially on defense. What kind of role do you think it's going to play in this game? Do you think it's going to really make a difference if the defending team sit an AK or someone in mid? Like I know Shoei likes to jump onto mid and sit on one of the awnings and just watch underneath. Do you think that's going to be a crucial kind of thing this match, or do you think it's going to be mostly around the A and B sides?
Well, with mid is probably like the most important bit in City Streets, because on this map it's so easy to rotate. If you hold mid and you're the attacking team, you can rotate from either bomb like as you will, basically. I think the defending team has to really lock down mid market in order for to stop such aggressive attacking, and also rotating teams. When they go to one bomb site, they tickle the bomb, then they run off to the other bomb site, and you don't have any idea where they've gone.
Yes, indeed. I guess the ability to rotate through the map, I guess, highly depends on the use of that mid corridor, being able to move through. There's multiple routes, I guess, but really it's through each spawn and through mid is where you can rotate. And I guess locking down mid is great, because that way you don't have to double back through your own spawn or go through the opponents to rotate. I definitely see what you're saying there. And that's all, folks. The ability to rotate through mid, I guess, on this map at all, to rotate really quickly is crucial. As you said, tickle the bomb and go to the other bomb side, or if something goes wrong, you guys they need to be on the ball. Defenders need to rotate to the right bomb side. Attackers need to know where to move, and the use of mid is, well, it's imperative, I'd say. I really would. Anyway, we'll go to another ad break, and hopefully by then Emphatic have at least 4. Otherwise, I think we'll hit 9 PM and we'll close up there. We'll close the doors, and I don't even know if this one will get to air. Nonetheless, we'll be back in just a moment. Well, I'm not going to lie, Presto, this is probably a great chance for you to cut your teeth on some casting here without even the game starting. There is no live stream tonight. No stream. Yes, sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. It will be a VOD. HD VOD, as we're still trying to get our stuff sorted. It's actually really difficult to get streams working. You really need some good upload speeds to get anything that's really watchable. And, yeah. So, I guess, we'll deal with that. But, look, the main thing tonight, I really think, is going to be the ability to move, be mobile around the map. SMD is going to play a main role. We'll see some large scores. And, yeah, I think that'll be really good. Presto, I think, if Scopes can control the map, then that's all well and good. But it looks like Emphatic are going to get 4 at the very least. Thermo, though, looks like they may take this one away. They may earn themselves a spot. I believe this is losers bracket final. So this may earn themselves another crack at the title of the Thermal Take Charity Comp. And, best of luck to them as well. Oh, PV coming as well. They're going to have 5 good times. Here we go. 4 in the server. That's, we're getting there, Presto. We really are. We're going to wait for, I'd say, PV to join the game. Otherwise, we'll start as soon as we can.
Yeah, I'll actually just rot now. So I'm not the one that's holding everyone back.
Yeah, that's right. Be good to get a start. So we're going to call 4 up with 4. We are going to get underway here, ladies and gentlemen. After what was probably about 28 minutes of filling dead space, I'm so glad, Presto, that we are proficient at talking absolute garbage because we've done well. 28 minutes, and let's get the game underway. Oh, please God, let this game get underway. So yeah, obviously tonight.
It was a bit late.
Yeah, tonight brought to you by AMD, Razer, IPGN, Anusi Clothing, and Enemax as well, keeping us alive here. Running the show over at Mindfreak and getting us what we need. Some great gear from AMD as well. They've been good enough to give us some processors and stuff. And I don't know if you saw the video on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, but Enemax also giving us some cases and some power supplies. Cool little video there as well. If you want to see me in an oversized Mindfreak t-shirt, check it out on our YouTube. Myself and Riggs there. He lives pretty close by, so I scooted over to his place and we just did a little bit of video on the first take, no less. So that went down pretty well. But yes, Enemax, big shout out to them and their Australian distributors, Rectron, for hitting him up with, for hitting us up, should I say, with some awesome gear. And we're going to turn them into some great PCs for our LAN gamers. Speaking of LAN gamers, we've got we've got another Mindfreak LAN coming up next year. It's going to be great. Keep your eyes peeled for that and other events. Also, SGL. If you're going to be at SGL, I'm going to be there. Yeah, Presto, you going to SGL, mate?
Yeah, man. I live in Sydney. Of course.
You totally do. So
never miss an SGL.
SGL going to be great fun. I'll be there. Presto will be there. He may even let you, I don't know, touch his hair or something like that. Can we do that? We'll make we'll get you in a booth, Presto. It'll be like it won't be like a kissing booth. It'll be like a hair touching booth. Like they can maybe even just admire it. Anyway, enough crap.
How much are we going to charge?
We've done half an hour of it. I don't know, a lot. Trust me, it's going to be my land fund as an Adelaidean. Can't really get around. Anyway, the first round here, Emphatic with 4. Infinite over on the A side. They're trying to get early picks, but he's pretty far back from the action there as Dom has picked up Doy's number 1. Pushing through mid. I'm going to say that's Perps, but I can't be sure. Doma makes it a 4v4 situation now. Thermo. Got to really start make things happening there. Ollie ripped up on the bomb side. Doma working mid very effectively. This is what we were talking about earlier, Presto, about that mobility. Doma not abusing it, but exercising it to its full extent now as he does nade down on the A side. He's going to slow up the Thermo push. Thermo will be pushing A every round, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to hit it very, very hard there as Hyper tries to get some tags on the flanker. Spaz takes down Attacking now. It's a 4v2. Make it a 4v1 situation. Emphatic absolutely tearing through the ranks of Thermo now. And it's... I don't even know. Beds Doys. I don't know. I can't believe that. Why would you make it land like that? Anyway, Eebs Doys picks up Ayers. And he's sitting in the... heavily over there at gate corner now. He's going to have to struggle to win this one. We've got red lines on the server. Not that I can tell. I've remembered to turn off my lag meter tonight. Thank the Lord. And the 3v1 has unfolded here. Infinite looking at gate corner. Everyone knows where he is. Spaz also just checking car park to see if there's been a rotate through. And Doma sneaking up like a sneaky bastard that he is. There we go though. Infinite will take that frag. And we'll make a 0-1 in favour of Emphatic. Good start for them indeed. They are on defence though. They do have it a bit easier. And as PV joins the server, Presto, I'll leave it to you to take out the next round.
I'm going to roll out with Hyper actually, with the scope, doing the wall bangs through the mid wall, trying to get those guys push into A and also the mid. But as we get the shit server calls with laggy players, people lagging. It looks like they're heading towards B this time. They sort of worked out there A probably wasn't the best option to go to. As Doyce takes out Dannery, just then there's the other team's scope.
Quick one.
They've successfully pushed into B like extremely quickly, and they're just holding the top straight where the last player is. Infinite, I think it is. I think he's in A connector. Let's change to him. Yeah, he's going to be pushing. He's going to try and clutch this, go through mid, probably go up back behind and through wood. That's probably his safest. But he's going to be getting shut down. Yeah, shut down by Doyce, number 1 from the spawn catwalk.
There you go. So
solid round.
Yeah, very solid round indeed. And I think Thermo, good push on the B there. They really didn't waste any time there. No fuss, no nonsense that round. Push straight out. There we go. Doy's number 1 with a nade out of the B street. Checking a bit of action there. Spaz picks him up across there. There's no smoke on mid. Fix that quickly, Thermo, or you're going to get ripped to shreds now. Doma pushed up on the ledge. Attack kid goes down, but B's Doy's takes down Doma. I'm just going to call him that. I don't know what his real name is. 3v3 situation now. A is sitting in double door with the SMG. He's going to check that mid to see if we're going to see any push. Ollie has managed to work his way into clothes, but I tell you what, there's not a lot going on over there. I think it'll be watched by Spaz sitting top street because Infinite's in the A connector. We are suspecting a B push now, though. Infinite rotating through via the spawn street. Spaz as well, and we will have 3 guns trained on the B street. There we go. A's picked up Ollie trying to plant the bomb. Bit more spray through the bomb. Heavily taking up base. Doy's halting the bomb plant now. And he's in deep shit as Spaz picks him up through the scope, through the smoke, if I'm not mistaken now. And Hyper last man standing gets ripped up from fences by AS. So good defensive hold there by Emphatic. Thermo are going to need to mix it up every round if they're really going to make a dent on the attack side, Presto.
Yeah, I think they have to play aggressive as they did in the second round. The first round we saw they pushed really, really aggressive, but then they just got slowed down after one pick. You can't slow down on this map, and I think oh, there we go. He just getting toys with a massive +10 with the SMG kill. And he's now pushing up through mid-market, trying to get that B guy. It's 4v2 now as Tired takes down. They've successfully killed him, so now it should be quite a simple plan at B. There's where is it? Infinite again in the same spot over at A connector, trying to get that rotate again. He spotted one up on the catwalk and fail. And he's just going to try and push up, try and get around behind. He knows where two of them are. He's taking down one. He's just watching his back. I think Thermo just have to not poke him and just not let him get those easy frags like he did on that guy on catwalk. And they should be able to take out this round quite relatively easily. He's about to take it. Oh no, he's B4-3'd or shot the barrel himself. I don't know quite what happened. But killed himself basically.
Yeah, I'm not sure there. I think he ran kind of at the barrel hoping to hit his opponent and just sort of blew himself to buggery there. So 2 rounds apiece it is now. And, you know, Thermo not doing too bad. Up against 4, though, and they're being tested. I'm not going to lie. Spaz there, ever sharp with the scopes. Picked up Doy's pushing out of Death Alley. He avoided the nade, but not the scope bullet coming at him at a pretty high speed there. It is a 4v4. Doma sitting safe spot there, watching mid and not seeing a lot of action there. It is an A from the Thermo crew. Now, let's get a bit of a fly over the situation. Ollie's going to push connector. But Doma send him packing now. Another smoke down on connector. Hyper's going to push down, trying to get the bomb planter. And Infinite in Goblin corner. He should be able to pick up a frag here. And he does. Takes down Hyper, the bomb planter. I think Thermo approaching the A side with not enough conviction here. And they have been stopped dead in their tracks now. With a minute left in the round. Doma looking over towards that gay corner. He may get picked if he's not careful. An attack kid sitting at the archers. Oh no, there's no one to really pick him. Really, 2 AKs left. I guess no scope for Thermo. They're going to struggle a bit here. They need to get some picks, some entry frags before they can actually push that side. There was Spaz onto, I don't know where that was. Was that through the wall? I actually don't know. I couldn't tell you there, but he's picked up Bez Doys. Oh, I actually have to say his name. It's so annoying. Doma with a deagle onto attack kid. See you later. And 2-3, the score is in favour of Emphatic now. Finally got 5.
Yep. Well, again, Thermo, really aggressive opening, but then they just stop right in their tracks after they get picked 1 or 2 players. And that's basically they have to change that. They have to I think they're doing a split actually at the moment, or a slow B, where they got their SMGs heading towards B. I'm going to watch Attack Kid here in Wood End. He's going to try and get the picks up on the top straight as V-Tide takes down Ollie from Laundry. He's playing it pretty conservatively with that bomb. As Stomar's pushing up the flank, takes out Bez Doys. God, that's going to be annoying to see. Sniper's going to try and take out Domar. Too good, too sharp. Takes him down. As it's 5v2, as V-Tide is like pushing up now, trying to get the wooden guy. And Stomar takes out Attack Kid, which is where the bomb is sitting on that. Now it's left up to Doys. Where is he? New connector. I know, I love the names. Way to make it hard for me. As he's pushing flank, I don't think anyone has seen where he's been going. He might even get a +15 here when he's got 3 people on the platform, like standing there. Oh, they all spread just as he came around the corner. He takes down V-Tide. He heard the one going through Wooden. So he's just going to push around. Oh, he's got one at red. Bit dangerous poking out. Now they know where he is. He's kind of trapped now in the Wooden. Getting tags through the wall very heavily. He sees the guy and Des just too sharp. Takes him down on Wooden step. Another round for Emphatic.
Yes, indeed. And now I think the ship's going to head south for Thermo if they don't pull up their socks here. Emphatic now with 5. Now, you know, with some solid strats going down. Thermo got to answer this. They haven't really done too well pushing the B street there. PV not making it any easier with a +10 nade there. Doors has picked up Doma pushing mid, but look at that nade straight down the end of Death Alley. That's a nasty one, and that will cost Thermo dearly now. PV watching the B street. Ever so sharp he is. with the Woodland Camo AK, if I'm not mistaken. I've got my graphics turned way down so I can actually get 250 frames in this stupid game. There we go, Attack Kid picking one up, as well as Hyper makes it a 3v2 situation. Emphatic, you know, in a bit of a tougher position now. Thermo might be able to make something of this as Hyper pushing the A side. Emphatic none the wiser now as Daenerys goes down and PV still watching the B side. So it will be a blatant A plant. PV quick to rotate, but will he be too late? I'm going to go with yes on that one now. He's going to poke top street and he's going to head straight down it, make a beeline for the A side. Scope's going to poke him there. Oh, Hyper not hitting the shots he usually does. And PV having a bit of a free ride down at the spawn street so far. Getting some picks. Look at that. Sharp lad. You do not poke PV too many times. You know, he'll punish you for those misses now. He's pushed into connector. He's going to expect to see one archers. And yeah, here we go. Doys pushes him and that's well done there by Thermo. 3 for 4. It is. And we have a 007er. Yes, indeed. Ollie Sykes from Thermo. Odie's
Ollie Bond right there.
That's the one. Take it away, Presto.
I'm gonna actually. I'll watch Ollie actually. See if he can redeem himself with the rushing. They did actually. Thermo did quite a good job with the. They played it a bit slower, but then they did the quick rotate when they knew that they got the. As Doys takes out Doma. They pushed quite deeply into B actually. They're stacking it now when they're getting people in through mid. As we got Dog sitting in the laundry room as he spots Ollie. There we go. First round. Welcome to the scoreboard. It's now to 2v4, and there's still one on B, but who's Infinite? Still slow rotate. He should have been. I think the comms would have come out quite early from the Emphatic boys, and he should have been rotating really early. As PV gets taken out by Bez Doys. So now it's a 1v4, and there we go. Hyper takes him out with that scope. So she
Interesting now. I think you know, the bomb came onto B really slow. They could have actually rotated, but you know, that player was sitting over a B, so it doesn't really matter. Thermo playing better now. Emphatic at 5, which is interesting. They've risen to the challenge. The Doma sends him reeling, I guess, for that nade. Came down into connector, if I'm not mistaken. Now it's a 4v5 situation. Spaz with the scope, looking over the opposition ledge there. He's been very, very sharp with his early round picks. He's been invaluable for the Emphatic boys. You're definitely proving his worth on as a scope on a really not scoping map. There, here we go. Dom with 2 PV with 1. Hyper picks up Doma there, and he's sitting in the death alley. He's taking his SMG out though, but he's all alone deep within enemy territory now. He's going to get pushed by Car Park, and Infinite should take him down. Easy. Quick taps onto the little wooden building out of spawn, and that will make it 5 to 4 in favour of Emphatic on the Razor Zone scoreboard, Presto.
Yeah, that round they were quite aggressive again, but they've got to stop just running out and getting naded. They're losing, you know. See, they're on the first like 10 seconds they're losing 1-2 players. As I just said it, 2 of them. There's now it's a 3v5. Watching Ollie, he's actually got the bomb now. I don't know why they've put him with the bomb with the SMG. It's a bit dangerous as he gets naded by Stratno by Danery. There you go. There's his nades that you were talking. It's a 2v5 and they're both just sitting there on catwalk waiting for the other opposite team to poke them. Marcus trying to get some I think oh well, they just crumbled. They lost the bomb in quite a bad spot and it was quite hard for them to get it.
Yes, indeed. Well, I guess, you know, the frags started falling there big time for Thermo. They really started losing players and just couldn't stop the bleed towards the end of the round. Here we go now. Infinite heading on the A side, and it looks like, yes, another A push from Thermo. Here we go. Bez Doys, Hyper, Ollie an attack kid, 4 in car park. Bez Doys pushing out now. Let's see what Infinite will do to respond to that. I think the rotate's already on like Donkey Kong. Daenerys coming down Spawn Street as Dom has picked up Doys number 1 in car park, and he's already flanking. This guy is so aggressive. He's going to tear Thermo through the shreds if he gets his aim on. There we go. Attack kid hits the deck now. Doma got another one at gate corner, another one on the ledge. Look at this getting eaten up. A is now pushing as well. And I'll have a seat there, Bez Doys. You would ripped. Bomb now being defused. And that is an easy round for Emphatic. Quick rotate, Doma. That aggressive push out of mid turned into an aggressive flank. Tore some strips off the Thermo crew now through B Archers. And Ollie struggling there, 1 for 10. He's got a lift, but the rest of your team aren't doing that well either. It's not looking good so far for Thermo on the Razor Zone scoreboard, Presto.
No, I think, yeah, they're just getting those opening frags that Emphatic are getting. It's just successfully holding them back. And then, as well, those rotates that they're doing, that Emphatic has just got onto, is just going to make it so hard for Thermo to win. As Doys just pushes through the mid-market and gets fragged. Doma pushing up, as aggressive as always, gets 2 frags, and then gets shut down. So I'm just gonna watch. The bomb is heading towards B. It's basically a 3 versus 1 stack on the B bomb, and I don't think that they know that there's the guy there behind fences.
Oh no, he's baited him so
I think
well.
they've spotted him. Oh no! It turned into 3-on-1, and then the quick rotate, which turned it into now 1v1. As Attack Kid is just taken down Infinite. Doesn't quite know where their scope is. Where is he? He's in mid market. B connector, double door. Whatever you like to call it. So he's taking it quite slow, nice, and which is probably the smartest thing to do, because you can never tell what Spaz is going to do. He's going for a full plant. He's going to reel it. Yep. As we see, Danery poke around the corner. Easy frag for him. Just a simple poke around the corner from the connector. It was good positioning from him, and well played.
Yes, indeed. Sorry, just checking my lagometer there just to get a bit of an idea of how the server's working there with the reg and stuff. And there's no red lines for me, but I know I've seen a couple quick DCs and timeouts from people, so it'd be quite frustrating. Doy's trying to push Doma there. I don't know how he got him there. He really shouldn't have. Really, Randy pushed with the Deagle. Doma, yeah, I agree, mate. Wow. We see one there, Goblin corner. Infinite there. Oh, hits the deck for some Deagle work, thanks to Perps. And Attack Kid now taking down Spaz, so it is a 5v2. Perps on fire now. And, the scoreboard says it all, carrying his team something chronic right now. Now he's going to sit tight as he's pushed out A connector. And I'm going to stay with him for the rest of the round now. He set up the A plant. Very nice A plant here. A bit of a fake B. A push there as, it's been cleared up very, very nicely by Perps. Now Hyper with the scope, watching mid. Planted. A is rotating ever so slowly here. Possibly still too slow. He's going to get ripped now from connector as he pokes it. Let's have a look here. A is approaching. He's going to be watched by Doys and Perps. Takes him down. That's 3 for Perps this round. And PV, last man standing, the ever-dependable AK-47 sitting on the B street. They're forced to rotate through now. He's tagged up Hyper in A connector. But Ollie will take him down. 5-8 the scoreboard is a crucial round from for the Thermo crew. 2 more rounds and a half. Bit of complaints about lag.
Yeah,
deal with it, boys.
Yeah, it's happening a bit to this. I think it's the server. I don't actually think it's individual players. But that was fantastic by Thermo. As soon as Doys got those 2 frags on the mid, got down the aggressive rush from Doma. Then yeah, they quickly pushed into A, and it paid out for them. As now it's 3v5. We'll make that a 2v5 as Danery gets a massive headshot on Attack Kid from his own platform. There's Doys sitting there on the mid market, takes out Doma. And Hyper, there we go, coming into the game, helping out his. Playing it quite slow. They're trying to get these rotate frags, and it's working. Emphatic should just not be poking. They're on the defensive side, and they're trying to rotate when Thermo has done nothing to give them that idea. As now it's a 1v2. We got Infinite and PV versing Hyper. They know where he is. They've sandwiched him into that gay corner. Let's watch him as he comes around, and PV, yep, 2 shot. Takes him out from Kappa.
Yeah, possibly a bit too much.
Quite an easy round, although
from Hyper there to keep standing. I tell you what, Perps ripping 17 for 11, too easy, mate. Playing very great COD considering there's some serious anchorage happening here on the Thermo crew. Need to lift. Need to get this last round before the half is out. Look at that Spaz, still ripping the scope. And oh really? Oh, I can't believe I wasn't watching. He's actually dominating. He's ripping through the Thermo crew there. Just ever so confidently sitting on ledge. We need an AK. Tell you, an AK. Here we go. Bit of strat time. An AK needs to push just here in the corner, and they need to rip him off. They need to pick that scope off because he's just tearing a hole through him now. Doma with 2 as well, and good half goes out there as Thermo get decimated. 5 for 10 and he's on the scoreboard. And have a look. It says it all. Emphatic looking very, very sharp there, but really both teams being carried. Doma carrying his team. We've had a disconnect there from AS. He'll hopefully join us in a second. Scores stand as such. Thermo Doys is 17 for 12. Hyper 7 for 12. Attack Kid 5 for 11. And Base Doys and Ollie sitting at the bottom with 3 frags apiece. Yeah. Anyway, Presto mate, what's the story over the Emphatic side of things?
They're playing extremely well. You got Doma with his aggressive pushes, so he's sitting there on top of the scoreboard as he should, 18 for 9. You got Spaz 12 for 6, Infinite 8 for 6, and PV sitting there down the bottom with 9 for 4. I think who was the player who just left?
Yes, it was.
I think he was actually bottoming, so nonetheless, he was actually playing quite well, I think.
Yeah, no, he was doing pretty well with the SMG there, considering he's coming as a bit of a sub. So, no, good work there. He was playing...
Last minute.
So, yeah, last minute, definitely. He's not really in there. He's definitely not in their core. Played for FTA, if I'm not mistaken. So, he's good mates with the Emphatic boys. And he's off and around there. So, we're going to wait for him to come back. I hope someone join us. I guess it would be nice to have Brando. I don't know where Brando is. The CG is still down, ladies and gentlemen. Quite a pain for those who are trying to find out what's going on with their matches. Do I feel like an ad break? No. No, I'm not going on an ad break. We've already played the ads anyway. You guys get the point. Rate stuff is good. Buy it, etc. Tell you what though, if this server was an IPGN one though, I guarantee you they wouldn't be having any problems. Some great server hosting out of Melbourne especially, which is uncommon for a lot of server boxes. Definitely some great reps for those who play in the area. I think it's good. It's kind of central, Melbourne. It's definitely close to the SA and Perth as well, for the likes of me, which is very handy. So here we go. Emphatic opting to start the half with only 4. Pretty confident they are that they can do some damage here, but on attack without 5 might be a bit tough. Presto, take it away.
Yeah, well, they did it at the start of the game. They were holding their own with 4 players against the 5 Thermo, as Thermo takes down PV who actually had the oh no, they dropped the bomb in Wooden. Quite a dangerous place actually, because now they're basically stuck on the B side as Ollie just demolishing them, going through back Wooden. So I'm just watching Domar pushing up through the mid. He's 1v4 now as he takes out with some nice rushing. Takes out a Tokyo. Pushing. Is now the comms have come out. I'm hope they've spotted it. They're all assembling. They know where the bomb is. I think it's a lost hope for Dome as he's they just continually push it. So takes out Doys nicely, just proning there on the catwalk. So now he's gonna pushing back through B, which is probably the safest thing to do. Although he doesn't have a long... Oh, he went for the SMG shot. There's someone who was about 100 meters away. Possibly not the best idea. But, nonetheless, what can you do with Oh, as the server, like, lags out. Wow. Successfully stopping Domar's frag onto, I think it was Hyper?
Domar's actually doing this. He's actually
I can't believe
he's... happen.
I can't... They just keep poking him and... Oh, I can't believe he's going to get... I don't think he will get away with this, but it's going to be pretty darn close. As the scope's got a good spot overlooking on the top straight, he should be able to pick him as soon as he hops up, and you've got Bez pushing in through Wooden. As he gets... Oh, they let him jump up and have a chance to attack one of the players, which is probably the wrong idea, but nonetheless, they got it eventually. A bit scrappily, but what can you do?
Not a lot. Not a lot now. It's the explosives get defused. A couple of people calling for PB ban resets as PV gets kicked for 2 minutes now. Won't be able to rejoin us. So it's all kind of things going wrong for the Emphatic.
Not calling a timeout?
No, they're not going to call a timeout. They're not fast. I don't even know the command to reset PB bans there. So if you do, hit them up with it. But yeah, I guess for the moment they'll be playing with 4. A is coming in. So somehow Emphatic's still holding though. It's 10-6. And it's going to be quite a while before Thermo put their noses back in front, so plenty of time for PV to make his way back there. Spaz on the hyper there, scopey scope action. I do love it, as he's picked up an SMG now, and he will work the wooden building now after seeing his mate Dom hit the deck. There we go. Oh, what are you doing? Ollie gets ripped up, sitting on the front of the milk van, pedo van, candy van, whatever. And he's just not good enough there for Spaz, who's poked him straight away. 3v3 situation now. Hey, he's sitting on... Look at that ledge. He's seen someone in mid. He's actually unable to frag him. God, that was almost painful to watch there. But Doy's number 1 does go down. Attack Kid's sitting in fences prone. He's giving up his position here. I said this to him earlier tonight. If you're prone on fences and you don't poke every now and then, you're pretty much giving up your position because you have no idea what's going on around you. Nonetheless, Yibez Doy's trying to push Pedo with the AK-47. It's going to be a push on the bomb. He's going to hit the deck now as Infinite. Going to get a plant down, and I think he's just going to tog it up, wait for the push. Flash on the bomb. Infinite may go down, but really it's not going to matter, as Yves Doy is making a very, very, very slow push onto the B side. Plant going down now by Infinite, another fake, and he's going to duck behind the toll booth and wait for a push down. It will happen here if Dan Aries looks up towards Wooden, or hears the sound that's being made. Yves Doy's got a possible plus 10 here. There we go, very nice. They've stacked up. I cannot believe it. And there goes another round. To Thermo, he's come straight out of B Arch and stacked up onto Infinite. That's quite funny. And the round accordingly goes to Thermo. 10-7 on the Razor's own scoreboard, Presto.
Yeah, I think what they should have done was actually rotate back to A once they realised that he was backward, and there's Hyper going absolutely massive. Gets 2 picks on the cross, 2 headshots, and making it a 2v4. So, another headshot, wow. He is ripping this round up, as the one player left is Infinite, just sitting there proning backward. He's got the bomb, he's trying to push in, nice headshot on Ollie. Where now he's just trying to I think he's going to try and rotate back to A, which is probably the smart thing because they would have rotated to B to counter him. But you've got a player. Who is that? Bez Doyes is sitting there on the flank, and now they successfully know where Infinite is, and hopefully they should shut him down pretty quickly. As long as they don't just randomly poke it.
Oh!
Oh, Hyper, massive round. That's a TD. Even though there was 4 in, it was a massive TD. 2 through the smoke on like the start, and then another headshot like on the platform, and yeah.
I don't even
finishing
know
it off with
last frag onto him. Like he kind of shot just past where the runner was, and he managed to hit him, and that was just very, very, very sharp. I think Doors just got stuck there, but nonetheless, he's going to move through mid and take out Togged with a shotgun. So clearly, the serious factor is pretty low there. Not happy is Ayers. Here we go though. Doma hits the deck. Doors, he's getting amongst it now. And the lag complaint coming out from Ayers. I actually can't agree with him. Oh, Infinite goes down to explosive barrel. Ruffle. That is quite funny, and unfortunate placement there. Very smart idea to pick that barrel. Good timing. And now Spaz last man standing. There goes the TD for Perps. Ripping it up. 21 for 15. After how many rounds? 19 rounds. Not too bad at all. Up against 4 especially. Presto, take it away, mate.
I'm going to watch where... I'm actually going to watch Hyper just on this rollout. He's shooting through the wall. He had a massive round before as he gets a nade tag through there. On the A side, I think they're sitting back actually. The attacking side. They're all sitting sort of catwalk in mid. I think they're just trying to hold it off while they wait for PV to get into the set, which is probably the smartest thing they. As Todd gets a frag onto Doyes around mid mark. So Ollie, see he's sitting in there. See, it's a good position. Irate, sitting there in laundry, but it is easy to bang as you just see by Infinite taking him out, and Doma doubling up on attack. B side should be open. Yeah. B-side's open, they've got one on top street. Domar's going to try and push him, but Hyper just too sharp. Knew exactly where he was going to poke, and another massive headshot from Hyper to finish the round off. These last couple of rounds he's just lifted like incredibly. At the start of the round, like the start of the game, a bit slow, but defense seems to be good for him.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling comfortable. There's some great shots. He was really sort of dragging the chain there, but he has pulled himself into a positive KD. Unlike the rest of his team still lagging behind. Nonetheless, I think Perps and Hyper, if they fire, they can do it themselves. And especially up against only 4. PV just really having a tough time. I'm not surprised if this match is disputed or, like a rematch is planned, and I think that would be okay because the server's pretty well screwed. Nonetheless, there, Ayaz has picked up Doyes number 1. Hyper with a great shot into Infinite, though. We do see Spaz up on his own ledge, trying to take down Hyper. Hyper v Spaz, 1v1, and it was Ayaz that pushed Hyper. Kind of took the load off Spaz's shoulders now, but he's still got 3 to take down. A 2v3 situation. Spaz copying a little bit of a tag there. Yeah, we've seen where the nade was hit, and he's going to double back to grab the bomb now. As Ayaz chilling. Look at this spread. Very good spread by Thermo now. They're sitting back, they're sitting wide, and they're ready to watch any push onto any bomb side. Attack it on the B side, attack it, just try and make a few more pokes, mate. Don't duck your head down too much. Ayaz working mid very, very, very purposefully. Ollie's sitting in the inside wooden there. Bit of a tog spot there, but it'll do the job. And Yves Doyes chilling over on the opposition spawn now. He's going to make a slow flank, I'd say. Spaz picks up an AK-47. He knows there's some action over in wooden, but he will probably choose to go A in due time. Ayaz now still got the deagle out. There's not much else he can do. He probably could pick up a nearby weapon. He didn't drop one there. Be great for him to get a longer range weapon. I think he's going to have to deal with the deagle though. He's about to run into one in blue room. See you later, mates. It's attack kid. And makes a bit too much sound there. Thermo will continue to play a slow round and force Spaz to plant A. But Spaz, great positioning there. He's caught the entire team off guard. A bit of a fail flash there. Cops some heavy tagging now from Yves Doyes. Yves Doyes pushing, takes him down. Well done. And he'll get the defuse now. It will put Thermo in front. It will, for the first time, put them within grasping distance of a win here tonight. Obviously, with some very mitigating circumstances on the game and the ability of the opposition team. And nonetheless, a win is a win, I suppose, providing this match doesn't get disputed. Raises his own scoreboard, says it all. Doma ripping it up for Emphatic, and Doyes still doing very nicely, Presto.
Yeah, although there's only 4 players from Emphatic, you can see that Thermo have just changed up their playstyle. They've got the aggressive SMG pushing up, as you just see, Doyes taking out one, but then taking out Daenerys taking him, or Spaz, as he's commonly known. But as soon as they know where the bomb is and where the players are, they've slowed it down. They don't poke it, which is the smart thing to do. As Ollie takes out Togged, but then gets taken out by Infinite. But Hyper again, just massive. He's just headshot everyone. I'm gonna call aimbot. But as we just got, as we just got Spaz here last one. I think he's just got the scope and he's got an SMG as well. which will help him out as he's pushing towards the B side, which is, as you can see, the smarter thing to do, as he just spots one on the fences, but I think fences has also seen him. As he's just looking at it with his scope. I don't think he'll poke you. He's got to do something. There's 40 seconds left, 3 players, and everyone is now just rotating, and one in B archers, one sitting just proning on fences, and then one pushing the flank. Or he's actually just sitting back waiting for the A rotate. But he's gonna, I think he's gonna get sandwiched in here. He's got to get that pick on that guy on the fences, and then he's got to try and get some cover, and then take out that guy in mid-market to be able to successfully plant it at B. There we go. He takes him out. And now, is he gonna rotate back? Oh, not enough time. Good. But I don't think he realises that there's one in mid-connector, and there's also one backward in now as... Oh, yep. Good poking by Hyper. Good time to peek out. Waited some time, just in case he was faking. And, well played from the Thermo boy.
Yes, indeed. Just, yeah, as I said, you know, like, if I was attacking, I would have poked, and it's quite possibly I would have been picked up there by Spaz. But, you know, he waited for far too long. He was waiting for some backup, and it just wasn't going to come. The rest of his team was going to sit tight there. Spaz, lovely dig onto Doys there. And, yeah, he's just been ripped. Like, he just completely sacrificed any tactical advantage he's going to have by keeping his head so far down. He didn't know where Spaz was going to be. He didn't know what he was going to try and do. There are so many ways to approach fences, and really he's just been ripped up there by his lack of awareness, I guess, of the battlefield. Nonetheless, a 3v2 situation. Spaz trying to get some picks through to top A. That'll be a great angle to pick. I'm very pleased with a shot like that, but I don't think he's going to get it now. There is actually, yeah, Ibez Doys. Oh, if he pokes across a little bit more, he'll get ripped up there. Nonetheless, Spaz with a WTF call. Maybe he got shot from there, I'm not sure. Nonetheless, now, going to rotate through mid. It's a 3v2 situation. There's Attack Kid watching fences. He's going to see some action in top order now. Infinite. Oh, look at this. Not good news now. It is Attack Kid. Last man standing on A. Going to be a quick, last man standing on B. And it's going to call for a quick A rotate now by the Emphatic crew. Attack Kid still sitting at A. I'm sure his team's telling him to... Still sitting at B, sorry. I'm sure his team is still telling him to rotate. And he's going to do it very slowly. Infinite easy plant. It's going to go down now. I'll call Emphatic's round right here. Attack Kid too far behind. He's going to get picked off, I think, by... Oh, pick one. I'd say Daenerys now. Is he... No. I don't know. Anyway, he's rotating through mid. He's going to try to flank through car park. He doesn't know really the best way to approach it, and I wouldn't either. It's not a good situation to be in now, but he's going to approach through connector. There we go. He's been timed, and time is ticking for him. Spaz will probably get a smoke shot knowing him. Attack Kid now coming to top flowers. Spaz expecting that too, and he's heard the sound. He's pre-fired that corner as he's poked it. 11-12 it is. Emphatic doing a fine job with only 4 players. PV still trying to connect, and still having no luck. Presto.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Doys from Thermo. He's got a good spawn, and I think he's gonna push straight up. Oh no, he's gonna push the ace. The Stannery takes out Hyper, and then Doys gets that nade, see, on the A side, and he's gonna be able to have basically free run to flank the Emphatic boys, who are all sitting sort of catwalk in mid-market sort of area. He's in a good position actually. As he spots one just walking down into mid-market. Yes, he's playing it actually quite smart as Doys takes out the guy in A connector. Well done. Doys taking out Infinite, and then last one in mid... Oh, yep. 2 easy. That was quite an easy round for the Thermo boys, and they played it exceptionally well.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a fair few complaints about this match, and I can expect that, because really, the amount of lag and server issues is killing it. But Emphatic still chose to play this game. They're still going ahead with it, and they're doing quite well, might I add. So really, the result will stand, I'd say. 4v4 situation now after Spaz's clever little pick onto Hyper. I do love scope v scope action. It's always exciting to see how one player can outsmart the other with the same gun. And that's really what this game comes down to in a lot of cases now. But here we go, Infinite trying to push onto fences. There's going to be one milk van, and Ollie still sitting in that spot. But he's picked him this time. He's learned his lesson. He's going to use the cover of the pedo van and just get some clever deagle smashing. Nice work now. And that will make the Spaz think twice about pushing it as AS picks up Attack Kid. And here you go. We'll go down. A connector there. Oh, look at that Doma. Doma's all over it here. Very, very sharp work. He's pushed up connector. Doma and Spaz lifting some serious weight here for the Emphatic crew. PV, I'll tell you what, if they had PV, I really would have called it Emphatic. Emphatic on a good day to win this one. But nonetheless, Thermo got to start applying some pressure and really finish this match in style, because Emphatic, they will get a sniff of the win and they will go for it. But here we go, Doma now pushing down on the bomb. We've got one in toll booth, Ollie, the Tog Master. But will he pick up Doma? Well, Doma use his 6th sense to pick him off now. He's going to walk straight past. It's just not a common spot to look. I guess Ollie not poking though. Ollie doesn't know what's happening either. So, that tactical advantage, he's made a poke there, has been given up. He does not know. He does not know that Doma is flanking now on the catwalk. And this is going to be bad news for Doys if he gets out of this deadlock he's in. Nope. Spaz will take him down. Bomb over at A. Easy business for the Emphatic crew now. We'll have a plant down. And Ollie forced to rotate through mid. He did not see. I don't think he saw Doma either there as he pushed in the connector. Doma will be waiting to pick up Ollie. He's heard the sound as well. He's going to pre-fire. Oh, or just normal fire, whatever you like. But here we go. The cat's out of the bag now for Ollie, and he's really got to work into A connector now. The shots are going to go down in just a moment as he tries to get a look at the top of the street. We're going to see Doma going to the top of Flowers, and Daenerys going to go to car park and watch the push through A arch. Ollie, you're screwed, mate. I hate to say it. 22 seconds left on the clock. What can he produce, though? Perhaps a bit of magic, perhaps a bit of flair for us. Here we go. Pushing top Flowers now. Going to run straight into the old Doma. Maybe he's picked him up now. 15 seconds on the clock. Can he get a defuse now? Spaz sitting inside car park. He's very, very well protected. And I think, oh, Deagle tags onto Spaz. Very, very sharp. Spaz is going to do it out, though. He's going to play safe. He's going to play mean. Oh, Spaz goes down. Oh, he's not going to have enough time to defuse it, though. That is a shame. Ollie with some rare flair there. You don't see that every day. Great Deagle shots. I'll tell you what. What can I say? Great play, but not quite enough there. Spaz tried to do it out, and he's done his job there. 13-12 in favour of Emphatic. No, Thermo. Take it away, Presto.
Just gonna watch Hyper as he's wallbanging. He's gotten a fair few picks through this wall before, but not this. I'll change it up as we got Emph just pushing in mid. See, they've got that mid control now, and now it's going to be easy for them to be able to rotate back and forth between the two bomb sites. As Hyper, just too smart for Togged, and just takes him out. Oh, and he nearly gets the second one. Who's rushing, and then he just put Doma, just living up to his aggressive name, and just pushing everyone and anyone, and then Spaz just taking out the Bez Doys on the flank. Thanks for the name again.
Nope, he's going to keep it like that.
13-13.
He's going to have to deal with it. It is locked up at 13 all now, and Thermo got to pull something out of the bag now, and it better not be another dead round here as Daenerys has picked him up with a scope straight through mid. Ollie taking the AK now. I mean, he's going to be a lot slower to B Street. Not good news now. Emphatic. Look at this push out there. Straight away, A has picked up Ollie in the slow push. That is what the difference a few seconds can make now. Infinite will get the plant down. Ayers will go top fences, and it's going to be another round for Emphatic. I'm going to call it now. Oh, Hyper, maybe not there. He's top of the street. He's picked up Infinite, and see you later. Doyce takes him out. Going to have a quick rotate now from the Thermo crew straight onto the bomb. Also, Daenerys going to try and take out the bomb plant, and will he be cheeky enough? It was a fake plant. Flash does go down. We've got a defuse from Doyce. He's going to make it happen. 14-13. I don't know how that happened, but it did. And it was looking like it was Emphatic's round, but great turnaround now. Hyper, great shot from Perps now. Also into the double door, and a cheeky defuse. Puts him in the lead. That could be the game-winning round there.
Yeah, I think what Togged actually had to do in that round was not watch top street. He started off watching top street, and no one can pick you when you're top street can't pick the bomb planner. So he should have been watching that mid market, and he got his basically. I think that Togged just hadn't not focused. Would have been a much easier round for the Emphatic. But as we got a 3v4 now, Infinite nice and tagged up. Got the bomb, I think it's backwooden, yep, Infinite backwooden. Now they're going to try and push into B. They're a bit stuck now. I don't know if that was quite the smartest thing to do, push into a bomb site when they haven't gotten any picks, but so we see that Spaz taking out the flank. Massive shooting from him. Both of these scopes have just got such like good knowledge of when people will be poking. They're always looking at the flank at the perfect times, and he nearly... Wow, he's got this massive poking spot where he jumps up through laundry, and he's nearly picking him up as Infinite. Now he's coming... Oh, he just gets taken out. He's a bit too aggressive after he gets one poke, I think, and he should have just sat back there, but that's all you can do as the scope's still up. Hyper knows exactly where... Who is it? It's Togged is just actually togging it up there in everything as There's Doyce poking from wooden. Spaz, I think, knows where he is with back wooden or wooden. He's just going to poke... Oh, he sees a massive wallbang. Pixel shot onto his foot, but then just straight through the bomb. Straight through the wall, sorry. And now he's planning as... Oh, does Hyper have a nade? No. He's going to get picked off by Tog. No. Gets tagged up, and he's just sitting there. He's just waiting for him to poke, and I don't think that Togged will poke. If he's smart, he won't poke. Deagle vs Scope, not a good combo, as he's trying to push in through mid-market now, and Spaz, too sharp, just poking out there at the perfect time with his SMG, and taking out the round to make it 14-14.
No doubt there. This is actually going to go down on the wire there. Emphatic playing some beautiful, beautiful Call of Duty there. You know, no complaints about the push there. Crucial frag from Daenerys there with his ability to be able to push on the bomb left. Hyper in a really bad situation. Hyper wasn't really able to push up too much either because Ayers was holding him at arm's length. And, you know, that really made the round happen for the Emphatic crew now. But look at this. Hyper and Doyce teaming up taking down 2 already. Spaz looking through the guts and trying to see if he can get one onto Hyper, but I don't think it's going to work. He's sitting back very, very, very defensively now. And here we go. This could be it. 15-14 in favour of Thermo now with a great push from Doys. 3 down that round. Match point. Can Emphatic hold on with 4?
Round from Doys.
Can they make it a tiebreaker and perhaps stall out for some more time? We'll find out in just a moment here now. Crucial round here. Presto, take it away.
You can actually watch Spaz as he's... Oh, there's lots of smoke in mid-market. He can't see a thing. And he gets it straight through... He shot one straight through smoke, but
wow.
Doys with the massive nade. It was... And again, just a massive shot through, like, semi-smoke and a jumping scope through their spawn. These shots that he's hitting is just, like, amazing. As we got, what is it, a 2v3 now. Still anyone's game, really. They've got... If Spaz can just get another pick, I think Emphatic might have a chance of... bringing this one to a 15-15 and then getting overtime. Got to take it. They're playing maybe a tad too defensive. Yeah, it's good to play defensive, but to just prone at fences is possibly not the best idea because you have no idea if someone's going to be pushing you through the laundry or backward or wooden or what. But hopefully Ollie will be able to back him up if anything happens.
Oh, there we go.
Thermo's actually got a nice split, and see, as soon as they poke, they get the frag. And now it's 1v3. They've got a nice split. They've got Ollie and mid connector and Attack Kid to be able to watch B bomb site. They've got Bez Doys over there at A bomb on the flank watching A bomb site. He's actually going to push up. I don't know why. He has a good position, and if he gets picked, it's going to be bad for the Thermo because it'll be an easy rotate to A. And he doesn't even look that way, and Thermo takes the win.
Yeah. That
right to the wire.
GG, and it was right to the
That's
wire.
PV still trying to do it.
Well, look at that, Presto. I mean, you know, Thermo, they won it. They won it, but really, there's a bit of hollowness to the victory there. I think they really struggled to, the back end of the team really struggled to lift, and Emphatic just playing some great Call of Duty. Yes, you know, that's GG's, and it will be 16-14. I'm not expecting that match to be overturned, but still, Presto, what are your thoughts about that? You know, I'm going to say, where did Thermo go wrong? Because really, it shouldn't have been that close with 4. What do you think was really the make or break in that game tonight?
Well, they were on both ends of the scale. They had very, very aggressive to start off with, and then they will just slow down, and then that basically just screwed them over because then they give Emphatic the chance to get their B play, like especially as the example, their Thermo's A attacks. As soon as they got in there, you know, they'd get one or two picks off them, and then they just slow down instantly, and that would give time for Doma to push in through flank and just sandwich them. And when he was playing the how he was just sort of waiting, just sort of sandwiching them, didn't poke them, and then basically just screwed them over on the attacking side. But then they turned it around and they went and they played very defensive on their defensive half, which I think helped them out massively because the 4 players of Emphatic, they were basically just trying to poke and just get picks because they had only 4 players, of course. And it's very hard to be able to, you know, overwhelm a team when you have less players straight away from the like strat time basically. And so their defensive play I think just helped them out a bit. But both teams just, I don't think it would have been that close if both teams didn't sort of just peek each other when on the defensive half. If they've just teams nowadays, especially the Thermo boys, have just got to learn not to poke when you've got the upper hand, you know, or 1v3 or something like that. You've got the 3 players, you got the numbers, and you're just poking them, and you change it to like a 1v1, and it's straight down to the wire.
I think you're dead right. I think you know, perhaps some reckless play from the Thermo boys really did cost them those rounds. I think, you know, if you can keep your heads down, not too much though, as we saw from Attack here, but if you can keep your heads down and play some sensible game, you know, you will take it out. I think you know, Doma was playing really good, and the reason why I say this is because he was mixing it up. He's pushing to mid. His timing was different every time. You never know when he was going to come. You just had to hope you hit him with the nade. Like, what I wanted to see more of was just a basic nade over the mid building to hit the mid rusher. That would have been fine. It would have done the job fine. But Doma left free to rampage his way up through mid. You know, he maybe wait up to a minute at connector. You know, or just at the bottom of the stairs leading up into the opposition ledge, and he just go and push them. And you know, Spaz, I mean, look, you can't fault him. To 30 bomb on this kind of map is quite an extreme effort. There were more players for him to hit, but yeah, with the scope, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's fixing that last round too. The first one was smoked completely, no doubt about it. Was, let's call it a fluke or perhaps luck. But the second one on the Hyper wasn't. But he was so sharp to see him jump across that smoke, and he's ripped him up. And you know, I'll tell you what, he definitely had my heart in my throat there. But The way the scoreboard looks on the Raid Zone scoreboard was 16-14, sorry, in favour of Thermodynamic Gaming. Emphatic will go home with their legs, with their tails between their legs. But really, a sense of knowing that had they had 5, constantly, they would have had that game. PV, they were missing his influence so much on that B side. Just getting those picks off fences and stuff, he would have been absolutely instrumental. But unfortunately, it was not to be. And Emphatic will advance Thermo will advance, Emphatic will drop down, Presto, and I must say it was a good game to watch regardless. Would you agree?
Yeah, it was very exciting actually, and it was it's always good to see matches that go down to the wire. Overtimes are the best for for watching. Gets the pressure on each team, and it's people you get to see where people shine when they get to step up to the plate, and that was what Spaz actually did towards the end of this thing, and I think he was probably one of the main reasons why they were keeping it close to
Yep, definitely.
To keeping it down to the wire, because he was standing up so strong towards the end half of the wall.
Yeah, no doubts about that. Well, look, we'll close it up here. Presto, mate, first cast, fantastic work. Thank you for joining me. It's been an utter pleasure. And to you guys out in listener land, when this one goes up as a VOD, shout outs to Presto. He's done a great job, don't you think? Also, shout outs to Thermo for a great performance, but Emphatic with a better one. I'm going to say with only the 4 players. Nonetheless, the results will stand. And the appropriate teams will move forward. So thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen. It's been another Mindfreak TV shoutcast here, powered by IPGN, Razer, Inuzi, AMD, and Enemax. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've been your host, Uber, for another great cast here. But ladies and gentlemen, keep an ear out, keep an eye out, keep whatever other organs you have out for some more casts we have coming up, especially in the TT comp. We'll be covering hopefully the finals of that one, and also some Invite League finals in the coming days. Thanks for joining us.